Come on, you can't say that and not elaborate. There's nothing to elaborate on. It's a poem. Oh, cool. Yeah. You gonna read it? No way. Boo, come on. I like your stuff. Don't be greedy. Greedy. I like it too. See, I. Uh, you guys are gonna think it's weird. So what? You're kinda weird and we like you. Ow! Again? Your poetry school. That's what I'm saying. Uh, thank you, but, um, uh, crap. It's just embarrassing, okay? Yeah, we got that much. What's the point of writing something if you won't let anyone read it? Well, I enjoy doing it, and, hey, you were working on it all night, right? Something must have really inspired you. Yes, that's right. Something did. What was it? It was. It was. It was. Ah, of course. It was you. Ah? Huh? You mean. Ira, I wrote this poem to you. That day you got angry at me. You talked to me as if I were a stranger, and I got so scared. But I had already decided I'd write you a poem. I just knew I had to finish it that day. Maybe then you wouldn't be so mad at me. Because you said you liked them. I'm sorry. It's a weird thing to do without asking. Hey, not at all. Hey, not at all. It's cute. You think? Yeah. Well, then maybe I'll read it out if you don't mind. Go right ahead.
Черный день разлился кляксой по паркету, по плите. Раззадоренная масса мажет руки в темноте. Спички чиркают о фосфор, дым ложится на ладонь. Выгорает запах газа, и в ушах трещит огонь. Как тепло, светло и мило, хоть на коже холодок. Это добрая картина, хоть висит наискосок.
A black day splattered on the parquet, on the tiles. The roused mass soils its hands in darkness. Matches strike at the phosphorus. Smoke lays in my palm. The smell of gas is burning out, and fire crackles in my ears. It's so warm, bright, and sweet, even as a chill runs down my skin. It's a wholesome painting, even if it hangs askew. I've never heard your poetry before. Sorry. I know it's dumb. I don't know. It suits you. Is that good or bad? Neither. It's just you. Bit more aggressive than what I'd expect, but hey, I like it. Aggressive? Uh, what? At first I couldn't put my finger on what bothered me. The room was quiet. Not abnormally so. There was the soft mumble of a neighbor's television, the ticking of the clock, the slight sound of Marina shifting in her chair. It was silent in a very normal way. I thought so for a moment, and that's when. Ira. Huh? Right. The tapping stopped. Ah, I draw a sharp breath. Ira's eyes. Those eyes that have been staring blankly all this time are now focused directly on me. I. Ira! Magna stands up so sharply that the wooden chair she was sitting on almost topples over. Ira's head slightly shifts, but only slightly, like a small reflexive motion, a response to a signal that's coming from very far away. Ira! Do you hear me? Do you see us? Magna holds her by the shoulders. Ira doesn't react. I can't tear my eyes away from hers. Her eyelids flutter slightly, her pupils jitter. She's really trying to. Hey! Can you speak? Ira! Blink twice for yes, blink thrice for no. Okay? Ira! Here, look, the Morse sheet. Do you see it? Can you tap something? Anything? Look! Magna's arms are shaking, so is her voice. Ira's eyes. I look at Ira's hand, the one that held the spoon. Her fingers are twitching. Such tiny movements. If you told me I was imagining them, I would believe you. Maybe I am. It doesn't matter. Magna keeps speaking, almost shouting at her, trying to get through. Ira's slender hand looks so small. When I saw her last, there, on the playground, I felt just the same. Ira looked so helplessly frail. I wanted to reach out. I wanted to hug her so badly, but I was too much of a coward. Ira, maybe one more pill. Marina drops to the floor and starts shuffling through all the scattered bottles. Has to be. They can't all be empty. I remember there was still some left. Damn it! I hold Ira's hand. It's warm. I feel her fingers lightly moving. Then they stop. I raise my eyes. Ah, she did it. Where? It has to. No, no. Oh, here. Here it has to be. Ira is looking at me. Not looking through me, not trying to focus on some object in front of her. She sees me. Ira sees me. I found it! A pill, there's one more left. Okay, alright. Here, Huh? Marina freezes with a pill clenched in her hand. I can't see her expression. I'm not allowed to look away from Ira, because this is everything I've prayed for. Because Ira is looking at me and she sees me, and that's all I've ever wanted. Thank you so much. I blink. And when I open my eyes, Ira is gone. Ah! Thump. I turn my head. Marina's knees buckled. She's on the floor, wordlessly staring at the empty space where Ira used to be. Marina. She lowers her head, and the rest of her body follows. Marina sits hunched over in the sea of pill bottles. I watch her shudder quietly. Have you noticed any changes in how you perceive time or space? No. Are you experiencing any unusual patterns in your thoughts or dreams? No. Do you ever feel like you're watching yourself from outside your own body? No. Have you found yourself remembering things that didn't happen to you? No. Have you seen anything lately that no one else seemed to notice? No. Are you being honest with me? Yes. Okay. Are there any plans? Are there any places, people, or ideas you're fixating on lately? Yes. Can you name them? Ira, sending my message to the universe. What message? A love confession. A love confession? Yes. I will confess my love to the world. I'm very close to achieving the right signal strength. Signal strength? Are you using a radio? No, I don't need one. My will is enough. I see. Let's continue then. Does the world around you feel balanced, or like it's trying to become balanced? Yes. Why do you feel that? Isn't it obvious? Please elaborate. I sigh. Lev pops a pill into his mouth while waiting for my answer. Ira, everything that she's gone through, it's the result of the world correcting itself. She caused a shift in my predetermined path. Then, when she disappeared from school, irregularities kept building up. In me, in Marina, in her own family, and many, many other people. She caused a huge distortion in the world. So, she had to be assimilated into the greater stream. She had to, before any damage could be caused. My voice isn't as stable as it should be. I glance in the corner. Marina's sitting there expressionless. When Lev came home, he found both of us in the bedroom. I don't know how much time had passed by then. This questioning I'm in the middle of right now has been going on for a while. So that's how you see it. Okay, the way he talks is very monotone. I'm not bothered by that. Perhaps I'm also being a little too calm. Is that wrong? Not entirely. He runs a hand through his hair, looking down at his nose. You're correct in that reality is always pursuing the status quo. But what happened to Ira is not directly related to the system rebalancing itself. Not in response to her, at least. What do you mean? It's the unfortunate result of her condition. She's been deteriorating for some time. The process has simply accelerated as of recent. Our efforts... He shoots a wary look at his sister. We were only delaying the inevitable. Actually, I've been meaning to ask you. This medicine, what does it do exactly? It's a kind of downer. It dulls pattern recognition and placates emotional responses. Emotional responses? You can't unsee what you've already noticed. The parts of yourself that have already degraded won't recover. But the drug will prevent you from spotting new patterns, or at least lower their prominence. It also dulls the stress you feel from observing such things. Sounds rather useful. Why would Ira stop taking it then? She had her reasons. Ira believed that what she saw in the code was the truth, unpleasant as it was. Not being able to perceive that information felt like going blind. There's also the emotional factor. The medicine doesn't just dull negative feelings, it dulls all of them. The medicine doesn't just dull negative feelings, it dulls all of them. You can't remove intense despair without removing intense joy or happiness. It's a double-edged sword. You can imagine why she wouldn't want that. But Marina said she stopped feeling emotions due to her condition. So all along, it was the drug? It's not so simple. Marina's psyche really did change irreversibly. Sadly, the pills have just solidified certain side effects. How much of it is one or the other, I can't tell you. Do you really believe it's irreversible? Nothing to suggest otherwise. Well, actually, right before Ira disappeared, she came back for a moment. Meaning? Her eyes, everything about her. It's like she managed to bring back her old self for a second. It was Ira, the one I knew. The person. She was looking right at me. You don't believe me? It's not that I think you're lying, but what you perceived might not have been the objective reality. Why? Why wouldn't it be? I'm just making assumptions based on your answers. However, there's a high probability you possess a similar level of code sensitivity to Marina and Ira. But it's a strange case. Despite everything pointing to you having high pattern awareness, you don't seem mentally distraught. Perhaps your willingness to indulge in delusions has something to do with it. Delusions? Don't be alarmed. It's pretty common among those susceptible to the code. Though whether they manifest into actual distortions varies from case to case. I'm sorry, but you're deciding this based on some questionnaire? Based on your answers to the 140 questions defined by the protocol, namely the questions relating to your childhood. It's true that faulty memory might be to blame, but there are some inconsistencies, let's call them that. You can't know that. With all due respect, sir. Well, we keep a record of certain incidents. So I do know a little. Just lay off her already. That's the first time I've heard Marina's voice since Ira's merging. It's harsh and raspy. I was there too, you know. Ira came back, I think. But it was brief, and she was unresponsive. Interesting. You sure your own symptoms aren't making a return? I'm not delusional. I tried to make it work. I can't. Not to that degree. Good. Wait. What do you mean, not to that degree? Forget it. Doesn't matter anymore. Are you talking about the book? The one that was displaced? Marina grimaces and closes her eyes. Maybe Ira was onto something. Maybe I should stop taking the scrap. Don't even think about it. She scoffs in response. Lev pops another pill. What was I talking about? What was I... Ah, the return to stability. Ira doesn't have anything to do with it. Huh? It's the whole city. Everything is returning to null. Huh? Distortions caused by individual people are nothing in comparison to the ones produced by the research complex. They encompass Vorkuta 5's entire area. So that means the city will undergo correction, or rather, it's being corrected as we speak. The process started weeks ago, maybe even earlier. Our detection tools aren't perfect, so it's hard to say. But the local algorithms have become severely unstable. You must have noticed. We're giving it a week at most with the code's current rate of degradation. At this point, there's nothing we can do, but we can make it easier on ourselves. How so? Lev moves a pill bottle towards me. Everyone will eventually develop the symptoms. Your family should be prepared. But why isn't the town being evacuated? It won't change anything. It's not about the area, it's about the causes of distortion. In one way or another, everyone here is tied to the complex. We're all complicit. Please take this medicine. It should help. Thank you. But I don't need it. These negative effects you mentioned, I don't experience any of that. You say that now, but it will get significantly worse. Even for you, it's very likely. I don't mind. The things you're describing, it seems like you're really afraid of them. I understand why. But after seeing what happened to Ira, I don't think that dissipating into the greater world is all that bad. Then let your parents have it. The medication? Yes. If you don't want to take it, fine. But let them have that choice. They're probably already... Just take it. I put the medicine into my apron pocket. Both siblings see me to the exit. So both of you knew this was coming for a while? Lev nods. Then if you knew this was inevitable, why did you try to keep Ira alive anyway? Wouldn't you? Yes, I would. So that's how you are. A winding path that endlessly erases its own curves. That's how I chose to understand you. But I was wrong, of course. It's an offensively simplistic way of thinking. I believed you were indiscriminately filling down each little imperfection. I believed you were indiscriminately filing down each little imperfection, that every little bump was a slight of equal proportion. Can you imagine? I should have known you're better than that. I really believed that my free will was an affront to you. It was an affront to you, as if my actions were worthy of your acknowledgement. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I thought so little of you. How have I not realized it before? At the end of the day, everyone's existence is full of little insults. We're an ungrateful species. No matter how good we have it, we'll always be thinking of what ifs. So would you really go out of your way to punish every person on the planet? Smite every conscious life form in the universe? Please. All of these violations are no different from the meaningless barrage of insults I hurl at myself. It's all white noise. It's all just pinpricks. For something to rouse you, it would need to be truly unforgivable. An action, a being that's rotten to its very core. The research center. The place whose entire existence is a sin. The place that contaminates everything around it like a plague. The town, the people, the reality around. Everything is infected. Everything's impure. Really, you have no choice but to erase it. The city is not a pinprick, it's an open wound. Thank goodness it's healing. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Ah, sorry. Looks like selfishly, I still wish you'd wait a little longer. I still hope that you let this gash fester some more. It's a horrible thing to say, but please wait out just a bit. My words can't reach you yet, you see. They're close, but they're still falling short of piercing through the atmosphere. However, my signal has gotten very strong. I feel that from now on it will accumulate strength on its own. So please, let me look at you for a little while. Let me gather a little more love in my heart. I don't need much, just enough for my signal to go through. I know it's a preposterous request, especially after everything I've done. You have your full right to decline, but I promise this is the last thing I will ever ask of you. Please listen to my message. Water. Today is a good day. Isn't that a silly sentence? You hear it all the time, but no one seems to realize how dumb it sounds. I guess it's one of those common tautologies like close proximity or end result. It's not that I'm irritated by it. I actually find it rather sweet. But even so, you should remember that each day is inherently good. Even if you feel a bit under the weather, it's a good day. Even if you miss somebody really badly, it's a good day. Even if everything around you is changing in a way you fail to understand, it's a good day. The fleeting feelings of a human can't change the day's intrinsic qualities, can they? Still, I think I'm justified in saying that today, because I'm drawing a comparison, you see. Today is good, obviously, there's no other way to define it. But tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow, from 10:30 to 11, the sun will rise. Tomorrow at 10:30, the polar night will finally come to an end. Tomorrow at 10:30, I will be where I need to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Your pitbull, then. Hey, that's spot on. The bright electric light above my head stopped blinding me. My eyes don't hurt or water. It's white, pure artificial white, but there is no power in it, no substance to speak of, nothing to affect me with. It is as good as non-existent. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shrubina? Why is that? Dude, look at her. Be real. Bro, come on, don't say that. What, you wanna be her boyfriend? Hey, Shrubina, wanna go out with Igor? There's nothing I can be affected with. The light? No, I'm not looking at the light. There is no light to look at. The tundra outside stretches for all eternity. But it's not like a sphere, it's like a corridor. An eternity with clearly defined margins. Funny how that's possible at all. You're just so full of contradictions. It's very cute. You know, that's good. It would be pretty selfish if you stopped doing your homework altogether, yeah? We all rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Shubina. We'll forgive you this time. Just don't get used to it. The tundra is an endless corridor. The city stretches its dimensions to their limit. This means the ceiling is only as low as the city allows it to be. The sky is only as tall as the city's tallest point. It's as if everything was set up for me from the start. Unlikely, but it's nice to think about it that way. A bird flies past the window, again and again. I used to count, but now I've stopped. I close my eyes and feel the hardwood of the chair beneath me. I'm Asha. Asha is my name. It only took 2 days. It's been 2 days since I visited Marina's apartment. The time flew by so fast, yet each hour felt like a year. I don't know how it works. A lot of the things I've been pushing to the farthest corners of my mind have become harder to deny. Not that I have a reason to deny them. There's nothing bad about people casting shadows at irregular angles, or sounds and voices coming from the wrong direction, or branches moving the exact same way in sync, or memories replaying themselves differently each time, or me doing things I've already done but never noticing it in the moment, only after. It's alright. Everything is falling into place. The schoolyard looks okay. Still cold, still loud, with kids still shooting snowballs from the hill. Though I'm not sure what they're throwing them at. The light is slightly off, it's a little too blue. Was it always this blue? It's a beautiful color. Marina and Vadim are Marina and Vadim are just around the corner. They're both smoking. It's you. Marina. She doesn't talk. I see. How is your family? What a pitiful face. I unbutton my coat and pull the small bottle out of my apron. Here. Huh? Mom refused to take it. Then force her. I can't. What about you? I don't want them. Vadim takes the medicine from my hand. He dry swallows 2 pills right away. Marina. Hey. He taps her shoulder. She looks at him dazed. See this? Okay. He takes a cigarette out of her mouth and passes it to me. I don't smoke. Just hold it. He tries to open Marina's mouth a bit wider to slip the pill in. For a moment it seems like she won't resist. Say ah. She shakes her head and slaps Vadim's hand right away. He smiles faintly. My eyes sting. I give the cigarette back to him. I'm sorry. Huh? I hug her and she hugs me back. Her hand reaches up and pats my hair. There's nothing to that gesture. It's like she moves on autopilot. And that's okay. That's okay. The television is still on. I hear its quiet murmur from the living room. It was on in the morning, too. It was on yesterday. When was the last time it was off? I stand still by the glazed door. The matted glass makes it impossible to make anything out. All I can see, all I can see is the bright glow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door. But it's already half ajar. Mom isn't anywhere else in the flat. She must be in there. Yesterday she kept asking me where Dad was, again and again. I didn't tell her. But her sheets were all over the floor when I came back, as if she crawled out of bed, then made her way towards the noise, towards the living room. Mom? Mom? M- Mom? I should come in. I should come in and talk to her. To them. My hand reaches towards the handle. The TV. What's that program? I don't think I recognize the sound of it. It seems familiar, like a regular news broadcast. But I can't understand a single word. I I close the door. I can still hear it faintly. It's okay. My breath is a little uneven. Why? It's okay. Sun rises tomorrow. Right? Right. I'm Asha. Tomorrow is the best day of my life. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.